Welcome, everybody. How we all doing? Military Monday with Cars for Heroes. I'm your host, Travis Marvin. We got in store with us, we got Mr. Terry Franz, the Presidente.
Just car sounds good enough. Nobody knows I'm important.
Car sounds good enough?
Yeah.
And here's what I want, Mr. Christensen, can you please just introduce yourself for me?
Brian Christensen. Yeah, just an elf. No Santa, no
elf.
president.
Listen, elves are important, pal.
They are.
You do a lot of friggin' work.
Yeah.
I mean, Santa might be here and it's all good.
Yeah.
And he runs a store, but if it wasn't for the elves,
They'd never get the
Just
presents.
this elf is a little taller than Santa.
if they went on strike,
all.
dude, we'd be
Yeah.
screwed.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The car guys are all doing it now. I mean, anyways, back to business here. We are today's special. We're going to do a couple things actually. Terry, can you just fill us in a little bit?
Yeah, this is one we did. We gave awarded cars away. We got a call from KISS with Gene and Paul.
Wait a second. The rock group.
The rock group KISS. Yeah. They own a restaurant chain called Rock and Brews.
Yes.
And they had one in Kansas City, and they asked if we'd come. They wanted to make the theme about helping veterans, so they asked us if we'd come give a car away. Yeah. And then they opened one about 6 months later in St. Louis, and so we went over there and gave one away with them. And yeah, great guys. You know, the advantage is you get to meet the celebrities in their real life. They're not standing on stage and being somebody they're not.
Right.
And very, Gene was a very super nice guy and loved doing it. He came outside. He didn't just put on the show. He came outside in the car, wanted to see the cars, meet the people, do everything, and was always very user-friendly to us. But we just thought we'd show a quick clip of the one day that we did it, but they did it a couple times.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Real quick, I got to stop you real quick. Rock, celebrity.
Yes.
You got to see him.
They're not country. They're not big on country.
Country music. I sing country music. Yeah. You see me every day, Terry.
Yeah.
It's not that cool, I guess.
And more people do know who you are than KISS.
Sure. Without a doubt, everybody out there, I'm here, baby. I'm here. Well, okay, fun. Enough fun and games. So Natasha, correct?
Correct.
Is who we're giving the car.
Yeah, we helped Natasha. She didn't know she was getting the car that day.
Right.
And we invited her out, and well, you can see by the clip how it all went.
My man Ben, let's roll the clip.
Anyway, Natasha, would you come up here for a second? And Natasha was in the Navy for 11 years. What you don't know is some of these people, when they come back, have a real hard time adjusting to civilian life. And she was one of those. She struggled for a while. She got some help from the VA. She was homeless. She has a 4-year-old daughter. And she's finally got the help that she needs. And has got a place to live out in Grandview here. Got a job as a security guard. But she has to ride the bus from Grandview, and they tell her every day what's her new security job, where it's going to be. Now, if you can imagine getting on a bus, riding it across town, and then finding out tomorrow you got to ride to the other side of town. If she goes to work at 7 or 8 in the morning, it might start at 4 in the morning. To ride a bus, to try to get some money, to try to get a car, to try to get her life started again. Now, she's on a long road. How long has it been since you got out?
I got out in 2007.
Okay, think about that. 2007 gave 8 years of her life, 11 years of her life, and then has struggled since 2007 just to get the basic things, just to get a car. Now, our program is not called Fix My Life. It's Cars for Heroes. We give them a tool. We give them a car. They write me a letter. They say, hey, if I had a car, I could fix all my own problems. Well, that's what it's all about. We don't fix their life. We give them a tool, and they have to do all the rest. So Kool-Aid, I thought maybe if you would, just as kind of a courtesy, is maybe go up and see if he and Paul would like to help out Natasha.
Red's your favorite color. There you go. That'll get you to work. Get to work now every day. Don't have to worry about the buses.
I want to take a photo.
Thank you so much. Here, let's get Oh, let's get your beautiful face on the cameras over here. And I'm going to drive you to work every day.
Man, I'll be able to get to work on time. Whew. It's the start of life again, the start of life.
Can't be said much better than that. It kind of covers the whole
Right.
everything we do.
Did you notice even Gene with his own cell phone wanted to get a picture of her
Yeah,
sitting in the car?
that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
You know? He gets it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and some people don't, but that was cool, really cool of Gene and Paul.
Yeah, it's we've been lucky to do different things with celebrities. The fun part is that you get to meet the real people and not the
Right.
stage presence.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. A couple multimillionaire rock stars there
Right.
getting excited over a couple $1,000 car that we give a lady
Yeah.
to give her a start.
Well, that's what we're about,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah,
what Cars for Heroes
absolutely.
is giving that leg up and trying to.
Well, people wonder, they'll say, well, if they're going to give a car away, and they all think, give them a brand new car. Well, that's $30,000-$40,000.
Yeah.
How many people can we help for $30,000-$40,000 and really make an improvement in their lives?
Well, 30 to 40 probably are better.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a little less,
Well,
maybe right there.
At least 10
Yeah.
$3,000 cars or 130. Could we help out 10 families or 10 people with a $3,000 car, or one person with a $30,000 car?
And believe me,
There's another reason why we do that is this isn't about winning a prize.
No.
And so if we gave them a $30,000 car and they're down and out, then they run that right down the street to the dealer and they sell it. And they take their
Right.
$30,000, they go
Which
fix
is
their
exactly what
problems.
I would do if I
Right.
was in that situation.
And
Yeah.
that we don't want to do that.
You don't
We
set
want
them up
to
for failure,
give
you
them
set them up for
yeah,
success.
That's
we
right.
Want to give them a hand up, and most of it they do. We just gave them the tool.
It's
like
a
I
tool,
said.
and it's like a Craftsman tool, not Snap-on tool.
Right,
we-
right.
we-
and while we're talking about
Still
that,
get the
really,
job
how,
done.
How if somebody listening here is brand new to the program, how do you give away, or how do you get cars? Like, what's the
Well, most of them are donated by just average people on the street. We get they go onto our website. You can tell us what you want to donate. From there, Brian usually answers the call, and they schedule it when it's good for them. We come out and pick it up, do their paperwork, get their tax paperwork, and bring it back. And then we start going through it. Is the car worth fixing? Some of them aren't.
Right,
It's
right.
just too much. But a lot of them are, and it's,
But they're still worth something.
oh,
Definitely.
You junk
absolutely.
them and it's $300, whatever
Yeah.
it is, but it goes towards the next.
That's correct.
If we junk them, then that money it goes to buying parts for something that's worth
Yeah.
fixing up.
Yeah.
So that generates a little bit. It's not a lot of revenue, but just kind of depends on the price of steel, and that hasn't been
Sure.
doing well for the last couple of years. So.
Right.
But it all adds up.
So they
And-
jump to cars, the number 4 heroes.org.
Right.
There's a spot on there. You just click donate now, or whether it's a car or whether it's a
You can
a
donate.
train.
You can donate cash
or a
if you want to
plane.
donate cash. If you don't have a car,
Yeah.
it all helps.
A boat?
I mean, a boat,
Yeah.
cars. We get motorcycles,
and
RVs.
Yeah, we've been talking about planes. Like we want a plane.
That's right.
I want a
We haven't
freaking
got one.
train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Warren
Some-
Buffett has a
we-
train.
yeah,
Why
you
can't
call
we have a
Warren.
train?
You
What's
have
Yeah.
to own
Warren
the
been doing?
tracks too,
Yeah.
though. You can't just own the train.
You can't borrow the tracks.
I don't
That's
think
a lot
so.
of steel, though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's probably about 5,000 cars.
But a
worth.
plane, we could figure out a plane. We haven't had anybody.
Ben, you got a plane we can have?
Ben's shaking his
Ben's
head no.
private
Shake his
plane.
head, no,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
Well, I think that it's important that people understand how they can donate, whether it be cash donation or whether it be the car that's sitting in their driveway for the last 10 years. It's not even on wheels.
No,
Yeah,
we
that's
get a
true.
lot
We
of
will
it.
come get it, right?
We'll get them no matter what. We'll
Yeah.
bring the tow truck out. We'll pick them up. We have a lady that we're going to pick up a car tomorrow.
Sure.
And she said, make sure you bring a flatbed because
Yeah,
the
don't
car
roll.
is going to break in half if
Yeah.
you try to lift it up with a regular tow truck. I said, well, we'll take both halves.
Yeah, what's-
So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it is.
I might come
And-
to watch you do that.
Yeah, but the car still runs, which is the funny part. It
Right.
broke in half, rusted in half, but the car still runs. Maybe we can use the engine out of it.
Sure. Belts,
She said it had new
hoses.
tires on it, so
Okay.
we might be able to just pull the tires and put them on another car, and then use the rest of the scrap metal to,
Right.
replace brakes or alternator or whatever another car
Fill up
comes
gas
in.
tanks. It could be that simple.
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, there's a
take
lot of
cars, whatever.
expense. A lot of people
Yeah.
think that we have, parts companies giving us all these parts for free and stuff. We do not.
Yeah.
We do get help, but we do not get all.
Or you
this for
find them
free.
on used cars that you can
Right.
use.
That's
I mean,
correct.
Sure, it's a process. I get it.
Well, we have a couple people like in Wichita, all parts auto salvage down there. He's a junkyard, and he fixes up the cars when they come in. He works on them. He gets the parts off the junkyard, puts them all together, and we find somebody to give them to. So there's a lot of different.
Yeah.
We got a body shop in Columbia, Missouri that runs everything up there. So
last year I put an ad on Facebook that we needed batteries, and we had a guy, just a local repair shop in Kansas City, call me up and say, hey, we'll give you 10 batteries. Just tell us what cars they are. Right. And we got 10 brand new batteries. So, batteries are $150 a piece. So.
Right. Well, and as a donator too, I mean, it's a tax deduction.
Sure.
Correct.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So it's a win-win situation. You're getting rid of that. It's a win-win-win.
They always talk about the tax deduction, but I will tell you honestly, most people just want to help.
Yeah.
They really do, and a lot of them don't care about the receipts. They don't care about the taxes. Right. A few of them mention that in the beginning, but I assure you that 9 times out of 10, that's not their motivation.
Right,
They're saying, hey, I know there's a little life left in this car. I'd sure like to see it go to somebody. And a lot of it is people that their family served, and they're donating the old
My
family
father
car.
passed away. He was in the military. He would absolutely love his old car to go to help somebody. Yeah. And I get that a lot. Yeah. And we're grateful to get it. So.
Yeah. Well, those that are paying attention, if we caught you and you caught us, thank you for your donations always, whether it be cash or whether it be through the cars or whatever you give to us. Cars for Heroes appreciates that. And also, too, big shout out for our veterans. I mean, we're here.
Absolutely.
This is what we're doing. Natasha, what was she? She was in the Navy?
Navy.
She was in the Navy 11 years?
11 years.
Smokes.
Long
a
time
lot of
at
these
sea.
people gave a lot of life
of
their life up for us. And we've got things going on overseas now that you got major ships sitting out there. These are all people that serve them. Maybe they're not fighting in a war. Hopefully they won't, but they're over there keeping watch.
They could be at any minute.
Yeah. No kidding.
But, so we couldn't pick better recipients to help.
No.
And, it's been rewarding for us to help the people we help. And it's like Natasha there. I mean, she struggled for a lot of years before we found her and gave her a car to solve her bus problem.
Jeez.
But, these military people, they don't just lay down and say, okay, I'm done, I can't figure it out. They go out and they get on the bus 2 hours early and get there and go to work and make
That's how you know you pick the right person.
Yeah.
When they are willing to do the work just to go to work.
Right.
That's the right person.
4 in the morning bus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
we,
get to work by
we,
7.
we help a lot of those people, and we get the responses years later that they say, hey, I never forgot that one time you guys helped me out. And, we hope that it makes their life get better. But
no, for sure.
All we can do is give them that tool. The rest is all up to them.
Yeah. Well, I hope that those are watching this. If it touches you, do us a favor. Share it with your friends. And also to go out to the social medias like YouTube and whatnot. Look for Cars for Heroes and join us.
Absolutely.
Register. What is it? Register? Click the
subscribe.
Subscribe. Ben, don't you know?
Yeah, subscribe to this.
Like, subscribe, comment,
share, comment, share.
For all those that want to be sponsors, we have a loud voice. We're on 5 radio stations. We got the podcast. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I imagine there's others that I don't have somebody else participate with that do it, but we're on everything. Yeah. So if you want to join and show to be a sponsor with what we do, I mean, it can be as little as $500 sponsorship or a $20,000 sponsorship. How big do you want it?
Absolutely.
How many people can we reach with your message?
And get this, even if you can't, you may know somebody that can.
Absolutely.
Or if you can't and you share it may go to somebody that can. So thank you very much to our viewers. Thank you to everybody that supports Cars for Heroes. Thank you to our servicemen and women that serve and have served. You know what? My name is Travis Marvin. Brian Christensen, right?
That's right.
Christensen. Brian Christensen.
Correct.
With the parole president, Mr. Terry Franz. Ben, we're out of here, buddy. We ain't got no more time, but I appreciate y'all. Have a great night.
Thanks.
See you later.
That's the way we roll.